Good morning, students. My name is K. Amin. I am from Sri Guru Krupa Vidya Sankul, Varacha branch. In last two videos, we have learned about HTML and its basic function. Plus, in second video, we have learned about font tag and background image. In third video, we have to learn about table tag. Sometime in our day-to-day life, we need to make our table. Kind of many tables are there, result kind of table, or some you have to make any kind of tabular data. So you can make tabular data in HTML too. For that you must use table tag, tr tag and td. These three tags are most important tag in way of using table tag. Okay, so let's start its using table tag. So this is the just a basic example of table tag. First you have to define table tag. After that you need to define tr. That means this will create a row. It will create a row. After that you have to define td. In this td tag you have to define a content of table. Okay, just an example, table. After that we have a tr tag. After that td. This td means content of the table. Okay, so td, in td we have mentioned tab milk. So this milk will be shown as a table. After that we may define t is here, and after that we may define coffee, and coffee is here. Okay, so after defining these three things, we will close our td. That means when you have completed your first row, this first row will be completed. To define a second row, again we have to define the tr. In tr, first td is 400. Now this 400 will show exactly bottom of milk, this 500 show exactly bottom of tea, and this 600 exactly bottom of coffee. Okay, and after defining these three things, again we will close tr. And after defining all the content of a table, you must close table tag. Why we want to close this table tag? Because table tag is a container tag, and container tag must have a opening tag as well as closing tag. Okay, so next we need to learn about a vertical and horizontal header code of result. Okay, so you can make a table either vertically or you can make it horizontally. Okay, you can make it vertically or you can make it horizontally. For that, first we have, just here we use h4. H4 is a heading. Okay, how many headings are there? Table. Border is equal to 1, so a thinner border show it. After that tr, it means it defining a row. That means th. Th stand for heading of table. So whenever you define a content in td, it will show a bitter thinner content, and whenever you define a text in th, it will show a bitter thicker content. Okay, just look at here. John is defined in td and name is defined in th. You can see the difference here. Name is just a little bolder and John is little thinner. Okay, so you can make your table either vertically or you can make your table either horizontally. Okay, next, table code with call span and row span. Now what is the call span and what is the row span? Call span means that you have to make a space between a column and space between a row. You can make a space between column and you can make a space between row. Okay. So cell that span two column, table is equal to border is equal to 4. Now just in our last example, table border is 1. So you can see a thinner border around the content. But in here we use table border is equal to 4. It will show a better thicker border, and in the next example we use border is equal to 8, so it will show double of this 4. Okay, so this is the border attribute of table. After that we use th. Why we use th here? Because we need to give heading. After that we use call span is equal to 2 lon number and th close and tr close. So in th in the first tr, I mean first row, we made define two things. One is a name and second one is our lon number. Next tr we made td. Here we are defining data of table. That's why we use td. In td first we use John, that is the name. Second we use L1 and we use L2. See, in the first one we use only 2 th, but in second one we use 3 td. So what it will do, it will part a row in between of the cell. Okay, sure. H4 cell that span 2 row. So table border is equal to 8 and th means heading. John is the name, so name John, lon number L1 and L2. Same content with row span is equal to 2 pixel. So it will show a little bit different between this row and this column. Just look at the example. Okay. Next, table code with caption. Here we can give a caption to our table. Caption is nothing, just a basic heading of the table, but in logical way we use caption word. So in caption we made a caption, my caption. TR means it creating a row. TD milk, TD tea. Okay, it milk here and tier. But here you can see a blank cell. It means what? In the second row we have written nothing in between TD open and TD close. That's why it's showing nothing in the just below the milk. Okay. Next, we can use cell padding, we can use image, and we can use background color, or we can use background image as our table. Okay, table border is equal to 2. It means it will a little thicker border. Background is equal to BG color is equal to green. It means it will take a green color as the background of table. After that, with cell padding matlab, cell padding means it will show, it will keep a little bit space, it will keep a little bit space between a content of cell and cell. Okay, that means cell padding. And background is equal to, we use here a file, that is a feather texture dot bmp. It means what? We can use color as background and we can use image as your background of table. Okay, So this is our whole HTML. After that, we have a next tag, and that is a list tag. Okay, in day-to-day life, we need to make some list, and sometimes we are writing a content that used in our article, and sometimes we use to make a definition of list. So we have a three total list. One is unordered, that is by UL tag. Second is order, that is by OL tag. And third one is definition list, that is by DL. So these three list is separate or different as per their use. Okay, let's understand one by one. List tag, we have a OL, UL and DL. List item. List item means whenever you want to define a list like a banana, orange, cashew, these are the list item. So we can mention list item in which tag? In LI tag. Okay. Okay. Start with the unordered list. Unordered list is UL list. Okay. In UL, we have a one attribute, and that is UL, and that is type attribute. Okay. So in type, we can use disk as a value, we can use circle as a value, and we can use square as a value of type. So what is the difference between these three things? Disk is like this, circle with the blank with the fill colors, and a square with the fill color. Okay, by default it show a disk, but you can change it to circle and you can change it to square. Whatever your requirement, you can go through. Type is equal to disk and UL close. Why we close this UR? What it means? Let me comment. Next, just look at this example. These are the disk bullet, these are a circle bullets, and these are a square bullets. You can make this thing as per your requirement. Just go through this code. UL type is equal to disk. Li means list items. Okay. So what is list item? We have a John as a list item, we have a Smith, we have a Hayes, and we have a Jackson as our list item. Okay, the same thing will be shown in the output. This is the Internet Explorer web browser. Okay, our HTML show output in only web browser. Okay, next we have a circle bullet, and then after we have a square as the bullet of content. After that, next one is our order list. Same thing, in order list we have a type attribute, but in OL we have a total 5 value of type attribute. Either you can use numbers, you can use alphabets, or you can use Roman numbers. In alphabet we have a lowercase and we have a uppercase. In Roman numbers we have a lowercase and we have a uppercase Roman number. By default it is a numeric are there. Okay, just look at here. OL, nothing is mentioned in type. So by default it will show 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. But in second OL, in a type as a value we use A. It will show A, B, C, D. And the third one we use capital I to mention capital Roman numbers. Okay. So these are the UL tag and OL tag. I hope you guys like my video, and thank you very much for watching me. Thank you very much once again. Please like our channel SGVS. You can subscribe and you can use bell button. Thank you very much once again from MG Khatri from Sri Guru Vidya Sankul, Varacha branch.